and welcome to Jazzy's Funky Views of the Day. And today I'm going to be doing two videos, both about ableism. The first video will be about general ableism, and the second one will be ableism in the workplace. Okay, there will be a gap in between each one, probably about half an hour or so, depending when everything uploads and whatever. But there will be a time gap, but not as much as a week. It'll be on the same day. Yeah, probably within sort of half an hour to an hour, probably something like that. Right. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to talk about my own definition of what ableism is. What I would say, in my opinion. Ableism, in my opinion, is getting angry or demeaning somebody who can't do something you want them to do. Yeah. It is not ableism if somebody gets angry with somebody who refuses to do something you would want them to do. But I would say there may well be a reason for why somebody's refusing to do what they want to do, what you would want them to do. And so getting angry or demeaning, even in that situation, may not be entirely right, but it just depends on the circumstances, and that's not what I'm talking about really today. This is about ableism. Now, the way I look at this is, I think the biggest problem for people who are like victims of ableism are usually disabled people. Just because like people are expecting them to do something, they can't do it because of their disability. It may well cause certain frustrations with people. But obviously, especially a diagnosed disabled person, who's got a formal diagnosis, will have some legal recourse if somebody, say, causes them harm or gets really angry with them because they can't do something, and it's due to their disability. That, there could be a lot of, there's a reason for it. And as I say, the way I look at it is there's no purpose for it. People can't help how they are. And say nobody is perfect. There are going to be things, everybody has got things that they're not able to do, and there are things that they could excel at or do well at. But it's not, you can't just sort of think, well, if you're good at this, you've got to be good at that, or you can't. It doesn't work like that. People are just either able to do something or they're not. Or they may be good at something, or they may not be as good, but they can still do certain things. But it's just, if they do the best and they try, but then it just doesn't work out, then it's more beneficial if you just try to either help them or get somebody else to help them, rather than getting angry and demeaning them and taking the mickey out of them or whatever else. And as I say, if you're in a relationship and the boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, of the person who can't do whatever it is they want them to do, gets angry with them, it's not going to make any difference whether they're going to be able to do it or not. So it doesn't serve anything. or anyone getting angry because they can't do something. Now, okay, there may be the possibility that they're saying they can't because they don't want to do something, because they're finding it too difficult, and they just don't, maybe, you know, people say they're lazy and stuff and they just don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, getting angry with them isn't going to make them want to do it anymore. So it really doesn't solve anything. But if you know they can't do it and you're getting angry and you demean them, make fun of them because they can't do it or whatever, you're just causing more problems for yourself as well as for them, and it doesn't really serve anything. But if you try to help them or get somebody to see if they can help them or whatever, it would be so much better. You know. So, and as I say, if you're living with somebody in a relationship and you're getting angry all the time, it can turn really toxic, because, you know, a person, if they love you, they will want to do their best for you. And if they can't do something, or sometimes it's just a case of just trying to find ways and to do things differently, but still having the same outcome without actually having to do the task that you're trying to get them to do. You know, just finding solutions and strategies to get around it. Well, that's my funky views of the day about ableism in general. I'll see you later.